And good morning from the Braaid Crossroads here on the 2019 Manx Telecom Parish Walk. We've stopped off here. We've just done a quick live piece into Carnaby Street with Chris Williams to update you on the race leaders. In fact, if I just pick up my notepad down here, I'll be able to do that for you here on Facebook. So around about 9 o'clock, number 16, Chris Cale, was the first man through at the Braaid, 16 times finisher. Chris was looking fantastic. Closely followed around about a minute later by number 346, Simon Gorn, and very close behind him, Kevin Edwards, and then very close behind him, a whole group of walkers together, including last year's winner, Richard Gerard, aiming to make it 6 Parish Walk wins this year, and the winner from 2 years ago, Liam Parker, was also there as well. So that was just after 9. And now the main body of the walkers, as you can see, starting to come through here at the Braaid. So they will have already gone past Braaid Church, and they will have checked in at Moraun, which is about 4 miles into the course. So at this point, when they've made their way past Moraun School and up the Glendarrick Road, it's around about 6 miles, 7 miles in here, and they're looking in fine spirits. As you can see, the weather is absolutely glorious. We haven't had the best summer so far, but yesterday and today, the sun has been really beating down, and I think today is warmer than yesterday. It's already very, very hot. So by about 3-4 o'clock this afternoon at Peel, when lots of people will be finishing there, I think temperatures will be very warm indeed. So as we've been saying, you know, the walkers know they have to take on fluid regularly, but for people coming out to watch, support crews, and people just coming out to have a bit of a skeet, make sure you put the sun cream on already, because as we say, it's warm and lovely blue skies all the way. Number 51 there, Simon Mellor, going by. And as you can see, number 132 is there, 929, 1291, 1001 is there. It's a great sight. And yes, as we say, they all look in good spirits already. But when you think at this point they're about 6-7 miles in, for those who are finishing the walk, they've still got just under 80 miles to walk. That's the bit I can never, ever get my head round at this point, the early stages of the walk, that there's still all those miles to go for those who are finishing. And usually every year there's around about 150, 200 people who do cross over that finish line on Douglas Promenade. Of course, they have till 8 a.m. tomorrow morning to do that, so still just under 24 hours to go for people to complete the race. As far as the race winner is concerned, looking back over the last few years, it's usually around about 11:30 when that race winner, whoever it may be, crosses the line. Of course, we'll be there on Manx Radio, on air and on Facebook as well. Make sure you keep your eyes peeled around about that time for a notification. We'll go live on the finish line to see the race winner across, as we say, whoever it may be. Now, don't forget, as we've been saying on all our videos that we've been doing throughout the morning, if you spot somebody you know, give them a mention, tag them in a comment, wish them luck, or if there's anybody who you haven't spotted that you want to wish the very best of luck to, then by all means do that. You can share this video around, do spread the word. We put lots of photographs on as well, and we'll be doing that right throughout the day. So yep, just to recap, they go from here along the St Mark's Road for a short time, then over the Clanner Road, which is a little bit of a climb. They then drop down onto the Castletown Road, along there for a short stretch, then the Oatlands Road onto the old Castletown Road, and then it's along to Santon Church, which is the next check-in point. That is around about 11 miles in. On from there, they tackle the southern stretch, which once you've got up to the blackboards is pretty much flat actually. So it's along to Maloo, and then Arbury, and then Rushen Church, 19 miles for a number of people. That's where they finish, a very respectable distance. A lot of people say, I'm going to Rushen, and that's it. And at 19 miles, particularly in this weather, that is no mean feat at all. For those carrying on after Rushen, of course, that is the big challenge when you have to do Ballycalawi, and then the Slough, and then on to Dalby, Patrick and Peel. If you're coming out to watch this afternoon to the west of the island there, if you're heading to Peel, the leaders usually come through between 1 and 1:30, and then you get that main body of the race coming through really between 2 and 5 o'clock. Again, lots of people finish at Peel, 32 miles in. But I think, as we mentioned before, year on year, you do seem to see more people continuing up north. And as we've said, for many people on the day, it's just what it comes down to in terms of weather conditions, just how they're feeling when they wake up, whether or not the blisters take hold, whether any little niggles set in. So much of it comes down to just how it happens on the day. But everybody at the moment looking great, and as you can see, there really is that main body of the race coming through now. I would imagine the vast majority of people have done the Ballahutchan and have checked in at Marown, and on they come. And don't forget, if you do want to follow any specific walkers, parishwalk.com, go to the live timing. You can type their name and number in. I think you can put up to 10 people in there and follow their progress right throughout the day. You can put them in and then you can just go back, refresh the page, and you'll see exactly how they're doing. Every time they make it to a church, they electronically check in. The technology on that has advanced so much over the years, and that will flash up on that live timing page. Really great to see so many people here at the Braaid as well. I've been here for the last couple of years, and this is definitely the biggest number of people that we've had here watching. Again, the weather always helps, but having said that, the weather has been glorious for the Parish Walk for the last few years. I think 2015 was the last time it rained through the morning lunchtime period. But since then, I think every year has been dry, sunny and pretty hot. Of course, this time last year, you remember we were right in the middle of that heat wave. And although it's not as hot today, as we say, very warm, a few wispy clouds, but generally it's blue skies all the way. Worth mentioning as well, the police do a great job. You can see a police officer here directing the traffic, making sure everybody's safe and that the traffic continues to move. So the police and many of the services out in force today to keep it all going, and all the Parish Walk crew, all the marshals who make their way around the entire course, keeping it all ticking over. Incredible really when you think of just how many people this involves at every level. Thousands really, I would imagine, when you think of all the people out supporting, as well as the competitors and all the marshals. I think without doubt the biggest community event on the island every year, or certainly one of them anyway. You look at all these people and think, where are they heading to? Where have they got in mind? Will it be just to get down south, maybe stop at Rushen? Are they contemplating tackling Ballacalawi and the Slough, or are they contemplating going on past Peel, or maybe even contemplating going for that finish? It was 2011, Roger Black was the official starter for the Parish Walk that year, former Olympic athlete for Great Britain, and I always remember in a walk and talk session beforehand, he said, set your goal at the start line, decide where you want to go to, and if that's the finish, if you set it there, you stand a better chance mentally of getting around. And I imagine many people bear that advice in mind. A good friend of mine who's completed the Parish Walk 4 times says, well, you wouldn't do a 500 metre race and just do 250 metres, you do the whole lot, and that's how he thinks of it, and I think many other people think of it. But wherever all these people intend to get to, it's a great personal challenge and a great personal effort, and all that money being raised for charity today as well. It's well worth, when we finish this video, going to have a look at the other videos on our Facebook page, because just after 8 o'clock we spoke to Edward Kelly. Now, you may have seen Edward on social media. He suffered a stroke at the age of 21 and has been training very hard to take part in the Parish Walk this year. He's aiming to get to Braddon, raising lots of money for the Manx Stroke Foundation. He's got a Just Giving page. Search out Edward Kelly Parish Walk on Just Giving. You can donate there. And hopefully Edward is making his way to Braddon now. We did a great interview with him. We put some photos on as well. But as we say, so many people raising money for various charities every year. Thousands of pounds raised for good causes here on the Isle of Man, and possibly beyond as well. Well, they really are coming through thick and fast now, absolutely. Again, as we say, if you spot anyone you know, make sure you tag them, wish them good luck, share the video as well. It's always interesting seeing how people dress as well. Some people just have sort of shorts and a t-shirt, or maybe a running vest. Some people have jogging bottoms or tracksuit bottoms on and 2 or 3 layers. That may change as the day goes on in these conditions. But this is quite good. If you look across the road now, you can see a wave of people coming. They were just held while the traffic went by. And there they go. So hopefully you've spotted somebody you know going by in this Facebook Live video. Plenty more to come throughout the day, so keep your eyes peeled on the Manx Radio Facebook page. Our next stop will be the Orrisdale Road, just above Ballasalla. where we'll pick up the race leaders there on air. We'll put updates on Facebook as well, but our next on-air report will be around about 10:15, when, yes, we'll be just on the sort of cusp of that southern stretch of the Parish Walk course. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Stay with us throughout the day here on the Manx Radio Facebook page as we continue to follow and keep abreast of everything that's happening here on the 2019 Manx Telecom Parish Walk.